Hi, I'm Polly Jean Harrison with the FinTech Times and here at Insurtech Insights. So would you like to introduce yourself and
Yes,
your company?
my name's Kyle Caswell. I'm the Chief Revenue Officer with Earnix here at Insurtech Insights.
Awesome, and how are you finding the event so far?
I'm actually, first big live event, I'm sure for most of us, that I've been to in the last couple of years.
Oh yeah.
And I flew here from the States, so I am thrilled with the turnout, the venue, everything's been really wonderful.
Perfect, that's really great to hear.
Yeah.
So what trends are we seeing in the industry currently?
Well, interesting. This is a group that is all about technology within the insurance industry, and one of the things that I've seen over the last couple of years, especially, is the sort of the enabling of new data sources in the insurance business. Insurance is a 300-plus-year-old industry, right?
Yeah.
Invented here, but it's been done the same way basically for decades. I mean, no one's really done anything different. And just over the last few years, by using new data sources that we never thought were possible, like measuring how you drive on your phone, or looking at satellite imagery of where you live, all of a sudden we're using all these what I call non-traditional data sources to try to reimagine how you write insurance. That's the single biggest change that I've seen, and all the investment money that's poured into it and all the cool new companies that have popped up all seem to be around how to use this new data that we never even knew existed a few years ago.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. And then, so how has the innovation in technology sort of affected the industry leading on from that?
Well, it's funny because the innovation side of it, there's a whole room full of mad scientists downstairs. They are the smartest guys on the planet. There's data scientists, there's people that had nothing to do with insurance until they decided to be in Insurtech. And most of them will readily admit that. It's like, oh, we don't know anything about insurance, but our technology is awesome. Well, I call them the mad scientists for a reason, because they have really cool science. But one of their challenges is operationalizing it. You go to a big insurance company with your really cool AI or machine learning model, and they go, wow, that's awesome. So now you're talking to data scientists and actuaries, all these different people at an insurance company. But an insurance company still does what? Writes insurance. So if I can't figure out how to take your cool science project and turn it into something meaningful, like I call it operationalizing. It's just a fancy way to say I have to take all this cool data and all these models, and I have to be able to actually turn it into a real price. I mean, you're a consumer, you're gonna get on your phone, you're gonna buy insurance. You don't really care how you got the price, right?
Yeah.
You just want a good price, good product. You want to pay for it easily. That you want them to know that you're paying for what you want. Well, there's a whole lot going on in the background that leads you to Polly being able to get on her phone and go click, click, click. I just bought motor insurance. That's what these guys are all trying to figure out. And interestingly, some of them just never get there. They have really cool science, but they never quite figure out how to help an insurance company, or if they are an insurance company, how to actually turn it into, we need to write policies and we need to do it profitably.
Yeah.
That's tough, not as easy as it sounds.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. And then so again, leading on from that, how has consumer demand and the need for personalization affected the industry? Because I feel like it's something we're hearing a lot at the moment.
Well, so think of your own buying habits. So I don't know, about 100 apps on my phone, I give them all about 2 seconds. If I don't like them, I take them off.
Yeah.
But there's a handful that, the ultimate in personalization is Amazon or any other service where you buy on an app. Now, I'm not a big fan of tracking every moment, that I'm online, and pushing me ads I don't want. I mean, that's a little bit too much personalization. But at the end of the day, everybody wants to consume the insurance or banking products their own way.
Yeah.
So let's say you don't drive a lot, and but you want to have motor insurance. Maybe you want the type of product that says, I only want to pay when I drive. When my car sits at home, and with COVID, people's cars sat at home a lot, or they just sold them. At the end of the day, people came up with ideas to personalize it. It's really just to say, I can't just sell you, I can't sell all of us exactly the same type of insurance policy.
Yeah.
You might want something slightly different than I want, that Hedva wants, and at the end of the day, if we can modify it slightly, but not totally break the model we have, it still has to be, again, good, profitable insurance.
Yeah.
But if Polly wants to buy only when she drives, but Kyle says, hey, I drive all the time, give me a good price for someone who drives a lot, that's personalizing insurance to the point where it's very specific to an individual or a specific business's needs. And that's getting much more popular now because we're more demanding as consumers.
Yeah.
We have all kinds of choices, and if you don't give me what I want, I'm going to go find somebody else to buy it from.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I feel like that's something we're seeing everywhere, not just insurance.
Oh,
but
I think it's we're just people that want everything now our way. You know, we've just gotten that way. We don't have any patience. We're always online.
Yeah.
We want to buy stuff now. We don't want to wait for anything. And I think insurance, it was always a really slow business. You know, try to go get a quote for insurance.
Yeah.
Or if you've ever had the unpleasant experience of saying, today I'm going to shop for new insurance.
Yeah.
Oh my God, horrible experience, right? At the end of the day, if you can make that, you know, you can go around to people who are personalizing and you can get quotes quickly the way you want them, you're more likely to buy one of those.
Yeah.
That's all they're trying to do. And it's not, I hate to admit it because they'll hate me. It's not rocket science, but doing it well is hard.
Yeah, for sure.
It is hard.
Like you said, it's all about the speed because if you can't find something in 10 minutes, you're just going to give up.
No
and try
one
again
has the
later.
patience to wait for a broker to get back to them, or the worst thing you want to do is have to answer 30 questions.
Yeah.
You want to answer like 3.
Or like wait for a phone call. I always said that immediately turns me off.
You're done. It's like buying a car. You know, now you want to just go click, click. I bought the car. I don't want to have to go deal with a dealer and all the waiting and all the paperwork. Yeah, we're in this, but we have a highly regulated. Insurance is like banking. It's very regulated. There are certain things you just can't get around. But some of these companies have figured out how to really streamline the process, make it accurate, but still do it where the compliance part, the regulatory and compliance part, is still very important. So that when you can find that magical spot where you can do it fast, do it accurately, and also do it with all the new rules and you know about privacy. You guys are getting new privacy laws every time I turn around. There's a new privacy law in Europe. That's all part of it because some people don't want their data to be used for anything, even to write their own insurance policy. And you have to respect that.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head there. It's a balancing act, isn't
is.
it? Like with everything, you've got to take everything into account and try and do it as best as you can, I guess.
Yeah, not easy.
And then so again, leading on from that, what new technology is needed in Insurtech? Where are we falling behind? Where are the gaps?
There's a lot of gaps. Again, a lot of the people that are attending here have got some really innovative ideas on how to address the gaps, but I think we still struggle with the speed that we talked about. When somebody wants to change, so when an insurance company decides they want to bring out a new program or change something, it takes a long time. I work for a company that happens to help companies do that faster and more accurately, but the speed at which insurance moves is like glaciers. They're always moving. You know where they're going, but they don't move fast. And we're trying to make things happen a lot faster. I think what I said earlier, the trend of using completely different data that you never thought you would ever use to write insurance, I think will become more and more prevalent as time goes on. I could foresee a time where every motor policy written will be some sort of usage-based policy. Why not? I mean, just pay for what you use. And maybe when you try to go insure your flat or insure your possessions, that you would only want to buy what you want to buy for specific things. I mean, again, highly personalized, happening much faster, and very flexible. Because I think we are going to demand that, just like we do with everything else, and kind of go to that subscription model. Our whole lives are sort of based on monthly subscriptions, right? You know, streaming services. I think we get to the point where there are people that envision universal insurance. Like Polly wants I want all my stuff insured. I want my home, my car, my pet, everything I've got, just throw it on one thing and send me a bill every month. And I can mess around and change things here and there, but that's like the ultimate in personalization. That's a ways off, but why not? Maybe that's what we see in the future.
Great things coming. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today.
It's been a pleasure.
Great to chat.
Thank you very much. Take care.